The Navajo Nation Special Diabetes Program presents another recipe.
Welcome to the Special Diabetes Program. Today our recipe is blue corn bread loaf. Here is the blue corn meal, 1.5 cups of blue corn meal, and 2.5 teaspoons of juniper ash. So we'll measure that out. So that's 2 teaspoons. And what we're gonna do is sift it out into the blue corn. So then mix it. And we have 1 cup of hot boiling water here. That is 1 cup. And we're going to put it into the cornmeal. Mix it. It's really, really hot, so you don't want to put your hand into it right now. Older folks used to just put their hand in it right away. This is still hot, too hot for me, so I'm just going to kind of play around with it until it kind of cools off. I'm going to get some more hot water and put a little bit more in there. As you notice, the blue corn always has to have juniper ash to make it blue and to give it calcium, and water to make it doughy. So there we are, it's getting there. Make sure all the dry cornmeal is all mixed in and they're all moist. It's hot, but not really, really hot. Have an open pit fire and just put the coals aside, sweep it aside, and just roll it like this. Make it round like this, and then they would sweep the coals aside. Then they would just put it in the ground like this. That's why it's called lesan, which means lesan. It's sitting in the ground. That's what it's called. So this is how you make the loaf bread. Just kind of mold it into shape. And then I have this small pan, so I'll put it in here. So I put it in the loaf pan and covered it with foil, and I'll put this in the oven at 425 for 1 hour. And then after it's done, I'll make salt water and dip the loaf in there so it can stay moist and so it won't be so dry. Here we're making salt water. This is 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 cup of water. So mix it really well until the salt dissolves. And we're gonna dip the bread into this if we can. The bowl is not too big, so we'll dip it as much as we can. Make it moist. And it gives it a little bit of salt flavor onto that one. So now it's ready to be eaten. So we're going to cut the bread. And there is a slice. It's healthy. I'm getting my calcium, and I'm getting my fiber and the vitamin B's. So it's very healthy. Try it.